Hello, good morning. This is Scott. Welcome to the meditation live stream. I hope that you are doing well and that you are in good space. The world is waking up to darkness, and darkness is the shadow. In Jungian psychology, it's that which we've disowned. It's material that we have turned a blind eye to. We all have a shadow. We have an individual shadow, and we have a collective shadow. And we need a understanding of how the shadow works, I think, in today's world. More generally and specifically in our own life. And when we're triggered, we can see that we become reactive to things. Something can trigger us, and then rather than respond, we can act impulsively, we can act inappropriately, and the behavior can have an impact that is, generally speaking, not good or negative for ourselves or others. So we need a kind of practice in today's world that allows us to understand shadow and process things as they arise. And one of the things that I've been doing over the years with this particular technique that we use here is work with emotion. And the way I like to work with emotion is to see emotion as a kind of given, that we're all given emotion as a part of being human. And it is not divine or correct to, push emotion away in favor of, like, higher states or emotions that we consider good ones in favor of ones that are bad. Sometimes spirituality can, in a kind of like an immature way, push and pull on our emotions, making our emotional experience something that it is not. And we want a practice that allows our emotions to be as they are and forming the container with which to have our emotions in. And in that way we have a little bit better understanding of how, if you think about it, if your emotions are uncontained, then you're more likely to have a negative trigger experience and continue suffering for yourself or others. But if you develop a good emotional container for your life, then you're less triggerable. When you're upset or when there's more of the intense feelings, either good or bad feelings, so to speak, you're less pushed or pulled in life. And this is more useful for when working with the shadow. There's probably more to say about that, and I'd like to, but I'll save it for another day when I have a little bit more clarity. Today we're going to read from The Space Between Us. This is a book on the awakening of the we space by Peter Mitchell, The Space Between Individuals. Could it be that what we are experiencing in our group is not a retreat from the world, but a response to it? Not a reaction to the challenges, but a creative flowering, opening new possibilities. Small constellations of people gathering across borders via meeting via the digital interconnectivity. No ideology, no leader, no dogma, just presence, and a growing recognition that meeting each other in authenticity and silence, without strategy or defensiveness, might be the very thing that helps us remember who we are. is an invisible current of coherence threading itself through the chaos of these times. As the long-established structures of social order collapse, like dominoes, there are cracks appearing, though and through which something new can emerge. Might this intersubjective coherence offer a different kind of response, one rooted not in opposition, but in presence? Can people discover how to integrate their understanding with their outer expression and start to make a real difference in the world by simply being fully who they find themselves to be, individually and collectively? That kind of being is rare, not because it's complex, but because it's honest. And honesty in relationship can be revolutionary. This chapter explores what might be stirring in these fragile experiments of togetherness. Not answers, not movements, invitations, openings into the possibility. What if? A space where imagination, vulnerability, and participation meet. Very good, and then we'll stop there for today. And we'll begin now with practice, gently closing your eyes and tuning inside. Some deep breaths in through the nose and then out through the mouth. Just letting go of distress, tension, and resistance on the out-breath. Dropping everything like a dog dropping a ball from its mouth. Allowing your breath to reach all the way down into your pelvic floor, into your legs and feet. Very good. And allowing your breath now to return to your usual way of breathing. And placing your attention gently on your physical body and your body's sensations. And without pushing or pulling on your body, just noticing what your body feels like. You can feel your body's temperature, inner pressure, tingling and pulsing. Sense of aliveness and presence. Feel your body's contact with the earth underneath you. And you can begin the practice of feeling and softening. So on the in-breath, feeling your body. And then on the out-breath, softening, melting down through your body like warm honey, deep into the earth. And everywhere that the honey touches in your body is cleansed, healed, purified, and made whole as the energy collects impurities that are brought down from your body into the earth, where the earth receives that energy and transforms and recycles it. And with each breath wave, you get a little bit closer to your body and melt just a little bit deeper into the earth. Very good. And then bringing your attention up now into your heart, feeling your heart space. On the in-breath, feeling your heart. And then on the out-breath, softening and expanding your heart. A heart, when we intentionally move into our heart space, it's a great meeting of heaven and earth in our hearts. And there's always a sense of warmth or tenderness there. Coming in contact with your emotions, you can notice what's emotionally present for you right now. And without pushing or pulling on your emotions, just allowing yourself to feel a little bit in the shared space. You could be feeling any of the 5 main cardinal emotions, giving your life direction, like the points on a compass. You could be feeling anger, sadness, fear, joy, or shame. And just noticing what you're feeling right now and allowing yourself to feel together in the shared space. You could also be feeling numb, which is also a valid emotional experience. good. Then bringing your attention up now into your head, feeling your head on the in-breath. And softening in and around your skull on the out-breath. You can, if you like, breathe into your third eye space between your eyebrows, or your crown, the top of your head, whichever feels correct for you. And just feeling and softening in and around your head. And coming in contact with your thoughts, you can notice how busy or active your mind is. And without trying to change or move your thoughts or get rid of them, just allowing them to come and go. And if you notice that you're actively thinking, you can always come back to feeling. Feeling your head, feeling your body for grounding. Coming back to feeling rather than thinking. Very good. And then from here we can practice now with our eyes open. Gently opening your eyes. And we'll take a moment of appreciation for the work we did with our eyes closed. And we'll practice now in the relational space, the space of outside and inside. So on the in-breath, feeling around you, the space around you, outside you, and then on the out-breath, feeling the space inside you. And just noticing the difference, noticing feeling outside on the in-breath, and then inside on the out-breath. from here, if you like, you can add in qualities to your practice of love, compassion, gratitude, forgiveness. You can pick one or a couple of the qualities if you like, or you could do all of them. It's up to you. And so on the in-breath, feeling love, compassion, gratitude, forgiveness around you. And then on the out-breath, love, compassion, gratitude, forgiveness towards yourself. And just practice sending and receiving love, compassion, gratitude, and forgiveness. Great, and then from here we can set our prayers and our intentions for the day. I'll be quiet so that you can do yours. May this work that we do transform our life, offering up healing and blessings, and ripple out into the community. Amen. Wonderful. Thank you so much for joining me. Have an awesome day, and I'll be back again tomorrow. See you then.